Hey everybody, Caleb here with Hemp Daddies Therapeutics, and in this video we are going to talk about how to properly dose CBD. It's one of the questions I get asked the most frequently, but before we get started I want to introduce myself in a little more detail real quick. The last video I did was the first video I ever did on YouTube, and I realized I didn't give a proper introduction. So my name is Caleb. I am the co-founder, or not the co-founder, I'm the founder of Hemp Daddies Therapeutics. We make all-natural, Colorado-grown, organic CBD oil, and I'm happily married. I'm the father of 3 kids, thus the name Hemp Daddy, and we live in our RV full-time. So we are full-time RVers. My family and I, we've been living in our RV full-time for 3 years, and we just recently hit the road about a month ago to start traveling full-time, which has kind of been our dream all along. We only recently decided to jump headlong into this and start making the full-time travel thing a reality. Anyway, let's jump right into this little CBD 101 lesson about how to properly dose your CBD. So this is the question I get asked a lot. It's like, how much CBD do I need to be taking? Well, the answer is simple, yet it's complex. It's going to be different for everyone. I'll tell you that right now. So we have 3 different strengths with Hemp Daddies, and everyone kind of does the strengths of their bottles differently. Ours comes in a regular strength, an extra strength, and an advanced strength. And that's either going to be like a 10, a 20, or a 40 milligram serving is basically kind of how you can look at that. And so the motto I like that I've heard a lot is it says start low and go slow. And what that means is you're going to want to start with the lowest dose possible. I recommend starting out with 10 milligrams a day. There's a lot of companies out there selling lower grade doses, lower dose bottles that are like 2 milligrams a serving, but honestly, I don't think that's going to benefit you at all. I think you need at least 10 milligrams a day, no matter what your body weight, in order to see any results at all. And so what I recommend is starting with 10 milligrams a day. You can start with that in the morning or in the evening. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, definitely do in the evening, because better sleep is the first thing that most people notice when they start taking CBD and the other things they're looking to benefit from. So let's say it's chronic inflammation or chronic pain. It might take 2 weeks to 30 days before you start seeing the results you're looking for. And one of the reasons for that is you're trying to, well, 1, it's got to get into your system, and 2, you got to kind of figure out what dose you need to see the maximum results. So kind of going back to that starting low and going slow, let's say you're starting out with a 10 milligram dose. Wait a week and see how you feel at the end of that week. If you're getting the results you want, let's say your pain is going down, or you're starting to see you're not as inflamed, you're recovering from your runs faster, or you're weightlifting, whatever athletic activity that might be that's causing inflammation. Let's say you're recovering faster, like you don't need to increase your dose. 10 milligrams a day is all you're going to need. You might see later down the road that you might want to increase your dose, but that's kind of how you gauge it. You start low and you go slow. You build up to figure out what dose you need. So you don't just start taking 40 milligrams a day because you have chronic pain. You might not need that much. For me personally, I worked up to about 40 milligrams a day, where I feel like the inflammation in my joints and my shoulder and from my running is at a minimum, barely there at all. And it took a lot of experimenting and figuring out. The same with my wife. She started taking CBD for depression. She worked up to 40 milligrams a day and still wasn't seeing the results she wanted. So she started spreading her dosing out throughout the day. So instead of taking 10 milligrams or 20 milligrams in the morning, 20 milligrams in the evening, she took 10 in the morning, 10 before lunch, 10 in the afternoon, and 10 before bed. And that's kind of how she arrived at her magic formula for helping with what she needs. And so it's going to be different for everyone. And you can kind of look at it in the sense of the severity of what you're trying to treat too. Let's say you're just trying to treat sore muscles because you're a runner. You might need 10 to 20 milligrams a day. Let's say you're trying to treat epilepsy. You might need 200, 400 milligrams a day. Or maybe it's something like fibromyalgia. You might need 20 to 40 to 60 milligrams a day. And it's going to be different for everyone. And by the way, these are just kind of random arbitrary numbers I'm throwing out here. They're not a formula or an actual dosage that I'm recommending. And I encourage you to do research as well. Go on to Google, type in whatever symptom or condition you're looking to help with, and CBD dosage or something of that nature, and you're more than likely to find some good articles on that, maybe even some scientific studies. There's not a lot of out there yet, but there is some. But anyway, let me just back up a little bit. Let me reiterate one more thing before I depart from you guys, and that is start low and go slow. It's that simple. You're going to need a different amount of CBD. Like say you have a brother or sister, like they may need more or less than you. So it's going to be dependent from person to person. Anyway, that's all I got. And also one more thing, I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, feel free to put those questions in the comments or hop on over to our website, hempdaddies.com, and check out the website. There's a contact form, and that contact form goes directly to me. Like I started this company right now, it's pretty much just me running it along with the farm that grows and extracts the hemp. So I'm answering the customer service emails. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. That's what I'm here for. I'm passionate about helping people, not just selling oil. Believe me, I do want to sell oil. It supports my family and myself. But most importantly, I'm here to help people. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you enjoy this video. And if you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, and all that good stuff. Thanks so much. Hope you guys have a great day.